Sudesh heard the question, and Rajni immediately got up from the bed, snatching the book from his hands and saying, "Where did you get this book from?" Pointing towards the bed, Sudesh replied, "It was right here under the bed. I was sweeping when I found it. By the way, whose book is this? It looks very strange. I have never seen such a book before." Rajni angrily said, "What do you have to do with it? Whoever it belongs to, just mind your own business." Her eyes turned red with anger. Rajni glared at Sudesh with wide eyes and said, "I told you to mind your own business. Don't you understand the first time?" Seeing Rajni's anger, Sudesh got scared. Rajni took the book and started leaving the room. She had just reached the door when Sudesh stopped her and asked, "Where are you going so late at night, Rajni?" Rajni did not reply and instead walked back towards her room. She went close to Sudesh, caressed the hair at the back of his head lovingly, looked into his eyes, and said, "Sudesh, you should sleep now. It's very late. You should go to sleep." She repeated the same thing twice. The next moment, her words started echoing in Sudesh's ears. He mumbled, "Yes, you're right. It's very late. I should sleep. I should sleep." It seemed as if Rajni had completely put Sudesh under her control. Muttering, I should sleep, Sudesh lay down on the bed and fell asleep. As soon as he was asleep, Rajni took the book and left the room. She went towards Amodita's room and started knocking at the door. Whispering, she said, "Open the door, Amodita. Open the door." Rajni kept calling out again and again, but Amodita did not open it. Then Rajni whispered angrily, "Open the door, you useless girl." Even after waiting for 10 to 15 minutes, when Amodita didn't open the door, Rajni took a deep breath and quietly chanted, "Dark world, dark rituals, secrets known and hidden." The moment Rajni said those words, the door opened instantly. It seemed as if her words had reached Amodita's subconscious, and that's why she opened the door. Amodita stood at the threshold. Her hair was messy, and it looked like she had been in a deep sleep. Still half asleep, she muttered, "What is it, Ma? Why did you wake me at this hour?" Rajni scolded her sharply. "Here I am restless and unable to sleep, and you are sleeping so peacefully. Do you even care about your marriage or not?" "Of course I care about my marriage, Ma. That's why I was sleeping. Anyway, after marriage, husbands don't let wives sleep, do they? I was seeing such a beautiful dream. Yug was about to put the Mangal Sutra around my neck when you woke me up with that black magic chant." "Keep dreaming," Rajni sneered. "If this goes on, Yug will never be yours. Understand?" Hearing this, Amodita's face fell. She looked around and suddenly her eyes fell on the book Rajni was holding. She touched it and said, "Why are you holding a waste paper book in your hands, Ma?" Rajni snapped angrily. "Don't touch this book, stupid girl. This is not some waste paper book. This is the very book that can get you Yug, in fact, everything you desire." Amodita's eyes widened. "What did you say, Ma? This book can get me everything." "Yes, this is a book of Tantra, Mantra, and Yantra," Rajni said firmly. Softly, Amodita asked, "What is Tantra, Mantra, and Yantra, Ma? Is this a book of black magic?" Agreeing, Rajni said, "Yes, you could call it that. Listen, I'll explain. The most important thing in black magic is sadhana, the practice. Everything depends on it. The better the practice, the stronger the trap for the victim. There are three types of sadhana in black magic: Tantra sadhana, Mantra sadhana, and Yantra sadhana." "What is Tantra sadhana, Ma?" The word Tantra comes from Tan, meaning body. It refers to practices that require disciplining the body first. Tantra is an ancient science in which one uses their own body, someone else's body, or even a dead body, combined with chants and hatha yoga to perform tantric rituals. The purpose could be to cure physical or mental diseases, free wandering souls, increase focus, gain powers, perform enchantment, destruction, attraction, or even to master Yakshini practices. The moment she heard the word Yakshini, Amodita's eyes widened. "What did you say, Ma? Yakshini sadhana? What is that?" "Yes, you heard right, Yakshini sadhana, but that's not for you. You only need to learn enchantment." "But Ma, at least tell me a little bit about Yakshini sadhana." "I said it's not for you. But if you really want to know, then first learn what I'm teaching you. Understand? Just like in mathematics, everything begins with zero. In this dark world, too, everything begins with these basics. You cannot learn everything at once. Consider this your first lesson in black magic. As you keep learning, I'll keep revealing the deeper secrets of this dark world." Amodita nodded in agreement. Rajni continued, "Now I will teach you about mantra sadhana.